Welcome to Create, Build, Manage, the Entrepreneur's Toolbox.
Welcome to Create, Build, Manage on BizTV. I'm Kelli Phillips. Today we have an inspiring guest for you. Heath Falzarano left his job as a classroom teacher and is now the president of a company making healthy snacks and beverages accessible to people across the country. Stick around, we'll be right back with more Create, Build, Manage only on BizTV. Are you ready to transform your income streams, amplify your earnings, and pave the way to financial freedom? Well, here with details is Heath Falzarano, and Heath is the owner of Naturals2Go. Can you kind of tell us what Naturals2Go is?
Absolutely. Well, and I love how you started that, and I totally agree with you. I'm biased. So we're in the healthy vending. A lot of us associate us to the franchise space. Our technical term is a seller-assisted business opportunity, but we're in the business of helping people start, run, and grow a business in the healthy vending space.
Healthy vending space. The two things are not computing in my mind. What does that mean?
Same for me. I remember back toting our children around from event to event and looking at all the choices that were available in vending machines and not knowing that there was companies actually around that taught better choice vending. I happened to come around the company Naturals2Go back in 2016 and hear this craze of healthy vending. And what does that really mean? And really, it's just an opportunity for people to start a business in the vending industry, unattended retail, self-service, as we sometimes call it, to provide better choices to the community with really world-class service, support, and best-in-class equipment. So,
but we're not talking apples and oranges in the vending machine, right?
Apples, oranges, salads, sandwiches, you name it. Anything can be put in vending machines nowadays. It's one Google and you'll find out there's probably 5,000 different things that have fit in a vending machine, from crabs all the way to Doritos.
Oh, wow. What are some of the benefits of being an entrepreneur in vending machines?
You know, I think what it is, we're living in this day where people want a little bit more choices in their life. They don't like being held to corporate America. Corporate America is fine, but to be able to have choices to do something, whether it's on a part-time basis, maybe you want to build it to where it's full-time. You know, this is a really interesting world for entrepreneurs nowadays because there's a variety of options to choose from. And I think being able to build something that you can, build for yourself, but also, pass off to your family or children and or sell it if you want to. It's just, we just have that space. This is really an entrepreneur's world nowadays, especially in the franchise space. I see it becoming exponentially interesting to the public.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you're talking franchise space, do you look for specific traits in your franchisees?
Well, you want the right people. You want the people that are coming in to understand that it's a business, and a business is something that you have to work. I think, that's a really responsible way of making sure we're getting the right candidates that can run a business. There is no pie in the sky, get rich quick opportunities out there. They don't exist. The beautiful thing about the space we're in, I think that's a little different than others, is there's no brick and mortar. There's no restriction on where you could do your business. And, the employee really becomes the vending machine. And we don't even consider ourselves in the vending machine business. We actually consider ourselves in the people business that happens to be in vending. But our employees will work 24/7 around the clock. We just go and shine them up, collect the money, service them once or twice a week, maybe sometimes more with other machines.
So instead of vending machine, you're thinking what, self-service retail? Is that how you classify it?
Yeah, really, that's kind of the new term. I think it's gone in cycles, right? Vending has its space where you picture what the vending machine person might look like. Some people coin it as unattended retail. Really, the self-service spot has come more recent, probably with this AI injection of grab and go micro markets and kiosks, and even as much service from the pantry service side that we've also encompassed into our business. But yeah, self-service. I mean, people can do it on their own now. They don't need someone with them to go to a vending machine. They don't need someone with them to go to a micro market and grab something, scan it, and go. So yeah, self-service is really a kind of a newer term, probably latter than unattended.
Yeah. And I've got to ask, I mean, I think of vending machines and I think of big cities or airports or someplace where there are lots of people. What if you live in rural America and there are not a lot of people? Are there still opportunities for your line of work?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's such an interesting question. We get this all the time. We get this from our staff, even still, that aren't really fully entrenched into the market share of what vending really is. I mean, there's just about 7 million vending machines in the United States right now, and that's comprised of about 17 to 18,000 different owner operators. So really what that tells us, there's a lot of mom and pop vendors, maybe that own one machine, two machines. The leader in our industry really only has a market share of about 2.5%, 3%. And that's saying a lot. Market share is abundant, and that goes for rural spots too. I mean, you talk 7 million vending machines, in all the 50 states here, that 48 internal, you're not crossing over any water or traveling way up in the Northwest. There's a lot of opportunity. So machines are everywhere.
So are there opportunities for other folks? Because I'm sure folks at home are watching going, this sounds like it's almost too good to be true.
Yeah, I felt that when I first started looking into this opportunity. I actually remember a time when I first got involved, and I'm up in the Buffalo marketplace in upstate New York, and I remember I got a phone call from a gentleman, and he found out that I was in the vending space, and he thought I was actually selling the machines, but I'm actually an owner operator. That's how I got started, and we were just talking, and he said, well, welcome to the world of vending. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, wow, I better ask this guy where he's at so I don't run into him. So the first question I asked him was, hey, how many machines do you own? And he said, about 250. And I said, whoa, okay. I started with 20. And I asked him, I said, you're going to have to tell me where you're at so I don't run into you or step on your toes. And he laughed at me and he said, Heath, you couldn't run into me if you tried. He said, there could be 300 of me just in Buffalo with the same amount of units. So when I think of that question that you asked, this opportunity is really designed and built for so many people, people that, want to do something just part-time, in conjunction with their current work world. You don't have to quit what you're doing, which is fantastic. People love that. Or people that want to take this and replicate their income and beyond. We have people that run four vending machines, and we have people that run 700-800 vending machines and micro markets and office coffee service, et cetera.
Do you have veterans that are interested in this space? And do you have veteran opportunities?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a huge military following, huge. We actually have someone internal into our company that supports veterans in vending. He heads up our Vets in Vending program. His name is Brian Fury. We typically have, and we'll do a count every training. We do a training every 6 weeks. We bring on about 45 new business owners every 6 weeks, and we do a count of the different veterans. We always have veterans in our class. There isn't a class that I can remember in the last 5 years that didn't have a current or former veteran in the class. I believe the record amount of years service in one of our training classes of 40 people was 137 years of military service amongst all the veterans that were new business owners with Naturals2Go. We have a huge military following. Wow. They do really well in this business.
Yeah.
They understand systems and discipline. It's the military.
It's quite impressive. Now, Heath, I don't want you to go away because I've got some more questions for you, but we've got to take a little break and we'll be right back with more from Heath Falzarano. You say that, Heath. Falzarano?
You were doing great. It was very phonetical.
Heath Falzarano with Naturals2Go. We'll be right back with more. And we're back with more from Heath Falzarano and Naturals2Go. And Heath, what makes Naturals2Go so attractive to people that they want to become a part of the business?
When they really start doing their due diligence, I remember doing this when I became an owner-operator myself. You really look into the fiber make of the company. Back when I looked at it in 2016, before I became an owner-operator, I really liked the fact that it'd been around for just about 30 years at the time, company. And one of the things that really attracted to me back then was that some of the people that were supporting the business were also owner operators. And I really like that. It's something that when I ended up taking the company over in 2018, that we really kept implementing and really falling behind. We back then in 2018, we had probably 22 employees. We're over 100 right now. And that had a lot of exponential growth at the end of 2020, believe it or not. And I would say probably just a pinch over 70% of our current staff nationwide own and operate a route with Naturals2Go or have in the past. And that really resonates with people's soul because people like being told really what to do and how to do from somebody who's in the trenches doing it. And all of our people, a majority of our people are just that. And it's a big attractor for what we do. That's probably the number one attractor we've heard. We hear it at training all the time. And it echoes pretty loud throughout our organization and our community of entrepreneurs.
You've mentioned training several different times now throughout us talking. Can you explain what you do to train folks?
Yeah. So when people make that decision they want to be a part of our journey and what we're doing, they will register and get lined up with one of the trainings that we hold. We hold one every 6 weeks down in Savannah, Georgia, our soon-to-be headquarters. And we bring in, and we do cap it. We cap it at 45 new business owners. And these are from all over the United States. We'll bring them in for a 3-day training where they'll be trained on how to run the business, what the process is going to look like, how to order your machines when the locations are procured by our team internally, how to handle inventory management. They'll be assigned and meet face-to-face live their account managers that'll be with them on their journey of their entrepreneurship from start to finish of their locating all of their units and also helping them with reorder business. So we do everything from cradle to grave, from teaching them inventory management, a lot of hands-on machine training at the event, a lot of back-end vendor management system training at the event. The technology is much different nowadays than what it used to be. And we'll go through that at the training. We'll do a little bit of locating at the training. We'll do some celebration and, what to expect next in their journey.
You mentioned Savannah, Georgia. That's where your new big facility is going in. Tell us more about it and your plans for expansion going forward.
I'll tell you what, if I stutter a little bit, it's because I'm so excited. Yeah, we're hoping to be breaking ground here in the coming months. We're building a 112,000 square foot facility in Savannah, Georgia, home of our new headquarters. It's going to be in the Savannah Chatham Manufacturing Center. There's a lot of things going on in Savannah right now with Hyundai and many other companies, and we're just happy to be a part of that. It's going to be a spot where not only do we host all of our training, we do a lot of equipment from all over the world. So if we're working domestically, we'll house them in Savannah, if we have anything international, we have a place for them, and we'll do future trainings. Operator annual conferences will be held at the Savannah office, and it's going to be a spot where, as we're building business with our suppliers, a place for them to come and know that they're in good hands when they're working with our company, and we have a very good distribution network that I can understand why they want to do business with us.
Can you explain, because it kind of sounds like for the past 2 to 3 years, this business has really boomed. Where do you think the expansion has come from?
Yeah, great question. I think in any type of business, I remember coming in 2018, you don't really want to change the world too much. You want to kind of take a look at what's going on and make sure you have the right people in place that all are aligned with the right mission and vision to, accomplish what we're looking to accomplish, working with entrepreneurs and being world class in everything that we do. I think just really recruiting and getting on board the right people that were passionate, that really had a ownership mentality within our company, and we breed that sense internally for people to be able to feel like when they come in, we hire people for their being, the type of person they are, in conjunction with their talents, and we get out of their way. We don't hold people back. We allow them to spread their wings and work really hard, winning or succeeding, however you define that. And I think it's just started to attract a lot of really good people in the industry. We have some of the top people in the vending industry that are a part of our company that have sought us out. I'm really humbled to say that, even on our product side, we have probably someone that I would consider the Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Oprah Winfrey of the vending industry. Paul Ine, he's been around this industry for 3+ decades and just well respected, loves what we do. Came aboard with us, has taken us to different directions, and we're attracting athletes and just former franchise people that want to be a part of what we're doing. And it's really humbling. People, it's all about the people.
And it sounds like you've got a good team of people around you. How important is that when you own a company, to have those people around you that support you?
Everything. It is completely everything. And it took a while to get there. We had to make some decisions to people that didn't see it the way we did. We had to pass, and that's a tough thing to do because you care about everybody. And once you start attracting the right people, I remember a year or two ago, I said, I don't know how we get this lucky. And one of our executives looked at me and he said, Heath, this ain't by luck anymore. We're doing something great. People want to be a part of it. The people in this company are everything. Doesn't matter what they do, whether they're on a line putting something on the vending machine, to our marketing, our sales, our location. We have 30 different people that travel the U.S. to help people locate their machines in all the states in the United States. So it is all about the people. I know it feels good when I go into most meetings, and sometimes I don't even feel worthy to be there. So that's a good feeling, but everybody's really nice. I stole this from a guy named Brian Scudamore, who I would consider a mentor of mine. He doesn't know that yet, but he owns the company O2E Brands. He started 1-800-GOT-JUNK from the ground up, and he had said that they hire people that are happy, hungry, hardworking, and hands-on, and we've kind of stole that, and it's made a big difference.
If people want more information about Naturals2Go, where do they go? How do they get in touch with you?
Easiest way is www.naturals2go.com, or find us on LinkedIn, find us on YouTube. It's probably the easiest way to find about us.
Heath, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today and more about your company. And it sounds like big things are on the horizon, and we wish you the best of luck. Thanks for joining me today for BizTV's Create, Build, Manage. Episodes of Create, Build, Manage are available on demand on the free BizTV streaming app. Visit watch.biztv.com and get BizTV programming anytime, anywhere. Stay tuned to BizTV for more stories that educate, enlighten, and empower.